Hello YouTube, Dr. Sola coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria. So I'm going to take you back here and I want you to listen. Hear that sound of a small engine? We've had that since December. That is a small generator. Let me see if I take you to the front, if you would hear the same thing too. So you hear it in the back, on the sides, and you come to the front, you hear the same thing. Yep. You could hear it here too, right? So since December, we've been living with these sounds. And ordinarily, Nigeria has power issues, but this is exceptional. And this is the reason why I went off grid in 2016. The transformer has failed. And rather than get repaired, they're going to task the residents of the area to contribute money to purchase a new transformer, and once that's done, they will fix it. And the power company still owns it. So that's what that's what we deal with here in Nigeria. I will get into this in my video that I do in my series, but today I'm going to talk to you about something that has happened to me. SolaX has made me mad. Let me go show you something, and after I show it to you, I'll explain to you how I've gone crazy. This looks innocent enough. A microwave oven with the correct time on it. So it's currently 10 a.m. This is something that you almost never see in Nigeria. People turn the microwave on as part of energy conservation, or they just don't bother to reset it because they know the power will go off, and when the power goes off, they have to come back and fiddle with it, so they don't bother. But here, as you could see, it's on. It's quite early in the day. As you could see, it is batteries are 50%, so quite early in the day. When we woke up this morning, the battery was close to 70%. And I know that makes no sense, right? I'm going to tell you what we've done since then. We woke up this morning. Well, I call her Madame, my life partner woke up this morning, and the first thing she did was she came and blended. Then she cooked a pot of bitter leaf soup. Now, she did this all on electricity, mind you. She also made breakfast in the air fryer, and then she made muesli using the hot plate. So she cooked a pot of soup. First of all, she blended the ingredients, boiled the meat, cooked the pot of soup, and then she boiled water to bathe. All that stuff she did on electricity. While she was doing that, I pumped water. Okay, stuff something that if you told me that I would do 2 years ago or a year ago, I'd have told you were completely nuts. Even when I was using the Dare, I'd have told you were completely nuts. And guess what? We are doing it right now. And I'm going to show you charts that support what this system is doing. Because what I did is I went and looked at graphs to find out if what I'm seeing is correct. And actually it is. So as you can see, I have two batteries. The one with the BMS shows it's charging. So we're over 50%, and that's why you see the third light blinking. When we woke up this morning, all three lights were on. So let's go back to my office and we'll take a look. Oh, one last thing. In addition to the microwave light, that's the microwave with the correct clock, I want to show you. The decoder is on, the TV is on standby. Normal things that normal people will do everywhere else except here in Nigeria because of how we see power. So I'm going to go to the office and then I'll show you charts to support what I'm talking about and to show you what we've been experiencing. So here is this is something I like about SolaX. So you look at, it shows you what your consumption in real time is. This might be a little delayed because our internet is slow this morning. Something is going on with the internet. The AC in my room is off, so all we have on is the refrigerator, the freezer, some lights, a fan. That's about it. As you can see right now, it's showing that we're pulling 2,500 watts from our panels, and we're putting 2,400 watts into our batteries. So this is so here it shows you where your consumption is over. Where is my cursor? Here we go. This shows you what your consumption is, as you know, shows you what you're using, your battery state of charge. So as you could see at 2 o'clock, 2:20, I was at 71%. And then we got up at 4:35. So 4:35, we were at 64%. So that's what the state of charge was. And then you start to see where the big numbers start to come in, right? So our consumption at that time was 399, and then it starts to pick up, and then it goes to 1,790, and it stays pretty high. It goes as high as 2,400, 2,379, then comes down to 979, 968, goes back up to 1,078. 1434, 864, so for 1386, we saw 2300, and look at the time of the day, 5:45 a.m. This is absolutely nuts, and before I wouldn't dare do this. Start pulling this kind of power this early in the morning, not sure if I was going to get any sunshine. I would never do it. But for whatever reason, SolaX has made me completely bonkers, and now I'm doing things I would never think of doing before. I'm now living normal lifestyle, as if I were in the US with normal electricity. So it's 6 o'clock, we're still pulling some numbers, and then at 6:05 that drops, and it stayed that low up until, well, it's been that low since. But you can see our biggest power usage started from 4, let me see what time. So it started moving up at 4:35, and it just kept going up from there. Okay, so for over an hour. So let me show you what we consumed during that hour, okay? So if you look here, our consumption at midnight, we used, between midnight and 1 a.m., we used 0.4 kilowatt hours. And then at 1 a.m., 0.3 kilowatt hours. You get the drift. At 0.4 kilowatt hours. And then look at that, between 5 and 6 a.m. we pulled 1.5 kilowatt hours out of the system. That's what our biggest usage was, just in that 1 hour period. And then here was 0.3, 0.2. Okay, so let's see if I can show you what we did yesterday. We didn't even do this yesterday. We were on this crazy yesterday. So yesterday, well, except during the day, but look, at 5 o'clock, it seems to be 5 o'clock seems to be a time where we pull a lot of power, because at 5 a.m. again we pulled 1 kilowatt hour out of the system. 0.4, 0.2, and then the numbers started to build up. At about 11 we're pulling 1.5 kilowatt hours, 12, 1.4, and that was just continuous for hours. We're pulling over 1.5 kilowatt hours from 11 o'clock up until 4 p.m. and then that number dropped to just 0.8 kilowatt hours, and then slowly dropped till it tapered off. So what you're seeing us do early in the morning is it seems to be the new norm now because of the SolaX inverter. We didn't cook. I don't recall us cooking with the day inverter. We never did, actually. Yes, we did. We used the dual hot plate. We only used it during the day. We never used it early in the morning. Now we're cooking at night and in the mornings using our SolaX system. So now we're much more aggressive in the use of electricity since we got the SolaX. So people have asked me, is the Daya better? As a standalone system that has the integration that doesn't integrate into any other systems, the Daya is incredible. But when you want a system that integrates into something like the mid box, where you have all your breakers and everything inside of it, and then matches your batteries, you cannot beat SolaX. SolaX is miles ahead of the Daya inverter. So if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you had to subscribe, please click the subscribe button. Once again, this is Dr. Sola coming to you from Lagos in Nigeria. My mom reminds me there's a Lagos in Portugal, so that's why I make sure I say Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you for watching.